Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, America. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to um, another daily log here for I think it's entry 64. Is it 64? I think it's entry 64. I might be wrong. Um, yeah, it's entry 64, and it's entry 64, and it's the 55th vlog of the year, and this is entry 6 of the project 176. So 176. So this is how many videos I can cram into the last 176 days of this year. So that includes vlogs, videos of games, and stuff like that. So hello, everybody. Welcome back. Don't think you guys missed me very much. We'll see. So hello, everybody. For another one of these. Been a while since I did. It's about 11:45 at night, so I'm going to be here for 10 minutes. I'm not going to do too many of these. I'm going to start out small with these being maybe 10-15 minutes long, so this one's probably going to be 10 minutes, and then I'll have enough time to upload it. You guys will see it tomorrow. My last video was uploaded 23 hours ago. 23 hours ago, and it has no views, so we'll have to get the ball rolling back again. So yeah, hello, everybody. Welcome back. And such. And I'll be right back. Probably be in a different location. Watch. Alright, sorry. I had to go to the bathroom again. It seems every time I want to record, I have to go to the bathroom. Sorry. So yeah. I thought I would. So there's a couple things I want to talk about. I like the views for the first couple videos have been good. I have 11 videos on 2 videos that I've produced. Hopefully I get more. So I think we're at like 60 views for this month, and I think we have 1,200 and I think we have like 1,250 views or something like that. I might be wrong. So we have 63 views for June. We have 1216, which is pretty good considering what we had the last couple of weeks, and I don't know why that dashboard. May, June, we've had a pretty solid year this year. We've had 160, 157. Then we had March was 241, 154 in April. Then May was 254, and then 189, and then we're at 163. So we're at 63 at the middle of the year. So we're at the middle of the year. I think with the current pace, we might, once I pick things back up again, we might hit 15. We might hit 16, 1,700, maybe 1,800. I'm not expecting a record this year, so because I've already hit 3,000 plus one year, so I'm not sure. 3,000 plus one year, so I'm not like 100%. We've hit like 2,000 or 3,000 one year, so it differs between years. I mean, we did a decent recovery after all the stuff that happened last year, and with 2,280 views, it was pretty good. So so that's fun. So that's fun. So that's fun. But we're at a decent pace. Halfway through the year, I'm at half of what I was last year. So seems pretty good. Half the year's gone. So I just wanted to. I don't know. Say it a lot. Sorry, I need to stop saying it a lot. But I wanted to reiterate a couple things. Yes, Gran Turismo videos are on the way. Forza videos hopefully will be on the way. If they are, they're 10-minute clips. So I may have a 10-minute clip of me doing something, me driving and crashing tomorrow and whatnot. So I also have some project motor car stuff that I did. So I might do. The clips are like 10 minutes long, and then when I find a way to get sound and stuff like that, I'll be able to do longer clips of me driving without crashing and stuff like that. So you guys will get to see me spin and drive Group 6 cars from Group 5 cars from like the 70s and the 60s and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So I'll upload those the next couple of days, and I'll try to upload a vlog maybe and stuff like that and such like that. So that's kind of my game plan. But I want to really talk about how many minutes do I have here? About 4 minutes, because this might be what time am I at? About 11:55, so I have plenty of time. Even if this releases at like 12:30, you guys will still watch it probably. In fact, I may go more than 10 minutes, we'll see. So I just wanted to recount one thing that I just noticed that was brought to my attention. So for those of you who have been watching Sailor Moon Abridged, Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged, and you guys watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and you guys watch the snippets from the Buu Saga and all 80 plus videos of that series, plus everything else. So all of those series would not be a thing unless we had the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series done by Martin, Billany. It's either Billany or Bellany. Somebody who's British might give me a better idea on how that. I think it's Bellany or Billany. It might be Bellany, it might be Billany. I forget how you pronounce it, because the British have some pretty cool names, especially if you're from. But Milton Bellany or Milton Billany has been doing bridge content for over 20 years. About July 2006, about July 14, 2006. It is now July 14th/15th, 2026. 2006 does not seem all that long ago, but it does. By context, I graduated in 2009, which was over. Well, I was 3 years less than that, so I graduated over a decade and 3/4 ago. So that goes to show how old I am. And I think it was at the ripe age of like 19. I think it was at the ripe age of like 18, 19 when I finished high school. So it just goes to show how much of an old geezer I am. So even though 37 isn't very old, but Martin has given the abridged series, for one, I think he's a genius because he's a genius despite all the problems that he's had over the last 20 years, all the stuff that he's had happen, whether it be his stomach problems or his fights with Shady Box or his mental health and whatnot, and which is no joke because I do think he is quite the gifted creator. He is definitely one of the brighter ones, and we wouldn't have Dragon Ball Z Abridged, Yu Yu Hakusho, and all these other Sailor Moon Abridged without the basis of that, without the basis of Yu-Gi-Oh! With Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. And he voices close to everybody in that series. He voices close to everybody in that series except for a couple of exceptions during the Waking of the Dragons arc. Although he's now on the 5th season, and he was supposed to start he was supposed to get the last season started about 2019. That never happened because he had all these problems, and he had all the hospitalizations and all the other stuff that he had going on. But for some odd reason, it's just pushed him to that level of this that he's got to do it, but he's going to do it at his own speed, and he's probably going to get the last episode of the Kaiba Grand Prix arc before they get into the real good stuff, the Dawn of the Duel, which is going to actually enter the last part, and I'm pretty sure Martin Bellini is probably waiting for the end of this, because I don't think he expected it to be like 80 plus episodes. So, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do a few more, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do a good job. But I'm seeing right now that the episode count will probably be in somewhere in the mid 90s to maybe 100 plus episodes, but we'll see. He has to get through episode 89 and 91st. But if you guys aren't aware of his work, he's on his channel. Martin Bellini is known as Little Kuriboh on the internet. So, and he's probably one of the reasons why we have such good humor on a lot of the abridged series, and the reason why a lot of them exist. So, for those of you who have watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged, Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged, all the other abridged series, Hellsing Abridged, if you guys have watched one of those series, or Final Fantasy VII Abridged, Final Fantasy Abridged, you guys owe it to Martin, because Martin is absolutely a genius. The fact that he has taken 20 years, and despite all the stuff that he's gone through, I actually think he's quite the warrior. So, but I kind of wish him well, and he's dealing with he's dealing with stomach pains at the moment, and stomach problems at the moment. I hope he overcomes those. So, and and then he'll get back to churning out the episodes hopefully not on a monthly basis, but maybe on a couple of months. By the time, I think, it's been 20 years, so it's kind of been tough. You guys know, if you guys have watched my Pokemon Y Let's Play, that's not complete, and that's taken. And I've been on, and I actually played that game and I've actually had that save file for 10 years now. you know, it does take, you know, a lot of those projects takes time. So it took me till like 2019 to get the 2019 to get the main story for 2019 2020 to get the main story of the Pokemon Live finished. So and I've just gotten in, and I've just gotten in. I haven't continued it, so because I don't have an emulator. So I'm obviously doing the Josh Johto stories, which I'm 14 episodes in, and I will continue those. After I needed a little bit of hiatus, but I will come back. We do have lives. It goes to show that, well, us YouTube people, we do actually put out the content. We do have lives, and we need to take that into account as well. So the fact that I have over 15,000 views in like an 11-year period is huge. So, you know, it takes a while for that, for things to come to fruition, folks. Doesn't happen overnight. So, but I wish Martin the best of luck, and I pray for him that he'll continue the series. My guess is he'll probably do the Waking of the Dragon sequence, and not the Waking of the Dragons. He'll do the Dawn of the Duel sequence in Yu-Gi-Oh! For Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, and I think he might call it a day because it's been a long time. Unless he wants to do Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but I highly doubt he will, since YouTube frowns upon that sort of thing. So he's done episode reviews of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but I think, you know, given the rate that he's doing them, I think he might be satisfied with just doing the first series, and that's fine by me, because the first series is all us early 2000 millennials will. All of us millennials will remember in the early to mid 2000s. So, but we'll see what Martin does. But if Martin wasn't a thing, or Little Kuriboh wasn't a thing, I don't think we would have the abridged series or the abridging we have today. So, or the creative ventures we have today. So, you know, it spawned a lot of good stuff. So, yeah, that's what I gotta say for today. And I wish Martin good luck, and pray that his health gets rectified, so he can start doing so that he can start work and make some funny jokes for episode 89, so we can try to get the Grand Prix arc finished. So the Cabin Grand Prix arc finished, so we can move on to the Dawn of the Duel. So, alright, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you guys later. It's been another video from I come out here from the daily log. I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow. Later today, because it's 12 o'clock. But this time, maybe later in the evening, probably. You may see me like 8-9 hours from now, because I might want to try to record it early. So, and look out for the little Forza snippets that'll come out, and then eventually that will whet your appetite for me to produce really good ones. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.